I like it, the purple and the Sprite shit. I like it, them perkies and the fly shit. I like
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the NFT Crypto Crew. I'm in studio with your boy Ty. It's Gig here. We wanted to bring you guys some important information that you may need. We want to let you guys, we want to help you guys keep your crypto safe. We know some of you may be new to the blockchain, new to crypto, new to NFTs. And I am coming out, we're coming out with a lot of NFT content. And we also want to get this out there early, get this out there quickly to you guys that there are some dangers and there are some risks when you're getting into the NFT market. It is a little bit of a Wild West. So we want to cover a couple things that'll help keep your crypto safe. Make sure you don't get scammed, make sure you don't get ripped off.
Yeah.
Just following a few practices and being, using your best judgment can really, really help save your crypto.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Gig, I'm happy you're doing this vid because for me personally, I'm not really that much in the NFTs.
Yeah.
I have a few. I dip my feet in, obviously. I'm a big Concordian maxi, for those who don't know. And I have some other NFT projects, but my real problem is it's overwhelming to get involved with a crypto project, and it's hard for me to tell which ones are real and not. So I'd love to hear what you have to say about this.
Yeah. There's a lot dropping. There's a lot of NFTs dropping. There's a lot of projects popping up. The industry is kind of exploding, and there's lots of ways for people to, to take advantage of newcomers, and take some of their money or their crypto. So
doesn't matter when I mix it. I'm an expert.
Boom, 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 boom.
Doesn't matter when I make it. I'm an expert.
Like, it doesn't matter when you mint it. You can get scammed.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna focus. Obviously, I'm a Solana guy.
You're a big Solana.
Maybe not a maxi, but I'm a big Sol guy. So
if he's not a maxi, he's very close to it.
Close.
I'm an XRP maxi. He's very close to Sol.
So what I'm gonna show you guys here is I'm going to show you that if you just search for Phantom Wallet, that's what you're gonna be using.
For
Solana. That's how you're going to connect with Solana marketplaces, Solana mints. That's the most widely used wallet. So you'll likely be using Phantom. So if you just Google Phantom, you're going to see a few things come up for Phantom. Now, it is possible that you can get scammed this way, or you can get led in the wrong direction this way. So when you Google Phantom Wallet, the first thing that you're going to see is Phantom, a friendly Solana wallet. And now, it looks like this is the legit site, phantom.app. But there are people who will advertise very, very similar looking wallets. It'll basically be like a Phantom ripoff. It'll look exactly the same as Phantom, but it won't be Phantom. So, a decent way to just double check is you can pull up the Phantom Twitter right here. You can just search their Twitter, Google their Twitter, right? They're going to have phantom.app right here. They're going to have their official website listed. This is the official Twitter, 160,000 followers. You can get support help, and you can actually click on phantom.app. That's going to bring you to the legitimate website. You won't have to sift through Google searches,
Yeah.
That's probably the most safe way just to get to the Phantom app that you need.
And I would say in general, as a software developer, I wouldn't just rely on your Google results. I'd really rely on, just like Gig said, going to Twitter and finding those verified Twitter accounts or websites that you're confident in, or influencer tagged websites that have it. Because here's the thing, guys, when you try to download these things from these websites, even if you look it up and it's for certain the real domain name, like phantom.app in this example, or whatever it was phantom. Something, whatever the case is, it looked pretty legitimate, right? And what I would really stress is that, listen, Google got their domain name taken out. Some hacker was managed to take over their domain name. Same thing with Facebook. So it wouldn't be far-fetched, in my opinion, that a hacker or someone takes over their domain name temporarily because the account that's associated with did not properly set it up where they're just going to keep renewing, the same amount of money, all that stuff every year. So really pay attention to whatever the blockchain you're using, in this case Solana we're talking about. Really pay attention to the Twitter account for that wallet and make sure that that's the legitimate. I would only go to a blockchain's wallet from a verified Twitter account if they have a verified tag. If not, I would certainly go to a trusted website if that's not the case, that you trust, and download the wallet from there.
Yeah. And not to say it's likely that you will get pulled into one of these scams, but it is possible. And the best way to be safe is to follow those steps, and that goes for everything you're going to do on the blockchain moving forward.
I agree, because a lot of this is a lot of these guys are, the blockchain's very new. There's a lot of scammers out there. There's also a lot of good opportunity, and that's where you have to really use your head. And that's it. Now,
once you do get your Phantom wallet set up, gig 146. Yep.
Okay.
So once you get your wallet set up here, right now, I have a bunch of wallets. You can see here, this is wallet 9. Because I've created multiple wallets that I use some for burners. Now, a burner wallet is going to be the first thing you're probably going to want to do. You get your Sol into your wallet. You can send that from Coinbase or wherever. But once you get that set up, you're going to want to create a burner wallet that is basically going to be used just for minting, connecting to websites that you're not totally familiar with. Because when you're minting or processing a transaction through the blockchain, there's always a chance that website you're connected to is committing some sort of fraud, or possibly maybe doing a rug pull, which would basically be they're telling you they're going to mint this NFT. You're going to receive this NFT. It's going to cost 1 Sol. You're going to get this. Here's our plans moving forward, yada, 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 right? You could have, 5, 10, 15, 20 Sol in your wallet connected to their website. Their website says, it's going to cost you 1 Sol. Okay, cool. You click connect. You click approve transaction. But on the other side, on their end, it may not match up with what it actually says on their website. The transaction may be actually approving them to take 5 Sol or 10 Sol. And you not even receive an NFT. They may not even be a legit project. They may just be trying to liquidate your wallet.
Yeah, the problem is when you go to these websites and you mint, you think you're minting. The real problem is that once you approve a transaction, it's possible they take more than just whatever the mint price is. And so that's why you have to be very careful with which project you choose, because you can easily end up spending, say the mint price was 0.1, 5, everything in your wallet drained. Yeah. And just like Gig said, the reason the way to avoid this is to have another wallet set up that has the minimum amount of Sol that you need to mint.
Exactly.
So Gig just showed us.
So, I have a little Sol in here. So let's say I wanted to send my Solana to this wallet. I'm going to send that Sol. Send that to wallet 9, right? Here's wallet 9. Now, I have no NFTs in this wallet, right? You can also check what you're connected to, and I'll get a little bit more into that in just a minute here. But
it depends on your blockchain, but we're talking about Sol here.
We're talking
Sol
about
is
Sol,
probably the most popular NFT marketplace.
It's one of the biggest and most upcoming marketplaces for sure. So I'm in wallet 9 here, right? I have $10 worth of Sol, right? We'll just say this was the mint price, $10 or whatever, I'm just going to send over that amount of Solana to this wallet. And that would ensure that the max, in case it was a rug or it was a scam, the maximum amount that they can take from this wallet is $10. I have no NFTs in here. I have only $10 in here. If it was a scam, they would take my $10, or whatever the mint price was. Now, a lot of the times this is going to be 1 SOL or 2 SOL for the mints, depending on what you're getting into. So they can potentially, you can potentially lose a few $100s. But that would be the worst case scenario if you are smart with these practices and can start to make these practices a habit. Because I've seen people, I think Soul Cans was one or something recently that people were minting these Soul Cans, and it was a rug. And this buddy I had in Discord, he had 6 or 7 Solana in there, and they took all of it. And he goes, guys, I just screwed up. I just... I didn't use a burner, and I got 6 Solana taken for and he lost $1,200.
Yeah, and you have to keep in mind, like, this is rugs are always ongoing. They're it's almost like phishing emails. They're really good at trying to find your weakness, and by weakness, I mean your least expected entry point for taking advantage of you. And so, a lot of the time, these guys. Well, it looks so legitimate, Yeah. It looks so like such a legitimate project, and they just take advantage of that.
I'll pull one up right now.
Yeah. Do you mind? Pull it up with the laptop.
So this is a project here. This was the website has since been taken down, but this was a clip of the website, and this was an NFT that I had almost minted. Baller Ape Club, lot of hype. Upwards of 20,000 Twitter followers, give or take. 10 to 15,000 Discord members. They had hyped this up. We're going to be the board.
15,000?
They had thousands of people in the Discord. Like this project was, and keep in mind this was during a very, very hype time in NFT Solana.
So this
NFTs.
was like summer before it collapsed.
This was like this was like September.
Oh wow!
Ish, probably late September, early October, like before we went on this dip. So they had a decent looking website. They had a little bit of a roadmap lined out, and they were kind of trying to replicate the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Baller Ape Club, Bored Ape Yacht. And, anyone that's relatively experienced with NFTs knows how big the Bored Ape Yacht Club. This is a massive, massive project on Ethereum, on OpenSea, which is the largest NFT marketplace in existence right now. So what this team did was they basically replicated this project. They told their followers that they were striving to be the Bored Ape Yacht Club of Solana. And now these Bored Apes are worth, nearly $200,000. So they're really playing with people's emotions, and the drive for people to get rich. You're going to get rich off these Bored Apes.
A lot of these red flags, I'd say, Gig, is just like you said, is they're very urgent. It's almost like, you got to get it now. It's very difficult to tell because a lot of these crypto projects, tokens even, they have the same urgency and they have the same,
it's such a fast growing market. So you do want to beat out your competition. You do want to get things done quickly.
Exactly.
You want to be the first on the map to do it. Like if we're talking Saibas, right? They want to be the first comic book NFT. They want to be the first manga, right? So they want to get their stuff on the map. They're working quick, right? So other projects will take advantage of that and be like, and not only that, it's that mints, they move so quick.
Oh, so cool.
That you will just people won't even realize what's going on. They'll say we're dropping the mint at 6 p.m. They'll drop the link to the mint. Everybody will click, quick. I want my Baller Ape. I want my Baller Ape. There's only 5,000 Baller Apes to go around. There's 20,000 Twitter followers. I want to get my Baller Ape before the rest of the people do, right? So what ended up happening with these baller apes is that there's an article out now is that there was a few of these scams, but this is the one that is most notable to me. On October 1st, this is trmlabs.com. They have an article here. On October 1st, 2021, the highly anticipated Baller Ape NFT drop went live with 5,000 apes available for mint at the price of 2 Solana. Shortly after mint was sold out, the Baller Ape Club admins deleted their Discord, websites, and Twitter accounts. Twitter went viral with investigators confirming it was a rug pull. So I actually watched this happen live. I was new to NFTs. I had had success with some mints, and I was looking for more mints to get in.
Yeah.
I heard about the Baller Ape Club. It looked relatively decent. I knew there was hype. There was a lot of hype. It was similar to the Bored Apes, at least for art and the project and what they promised. And, although I knew that they were not going to be able to replicate the Bored Apes, I knew that there was hype around it and that people would be interested in buying, as Solana grows. So I'm there on the website, I'm looking to mint, right? And they did this so strategically. What they did was they had a whitelist. They whitelisted a bunch of people and let them mint before public.
Man.
So I'm sitting there. I'm not on whitelist. I'm waiting for whitelist.
You would have no idea. I mean, how would you? Let me ask you this in hindsight, Gig, because we're gonna go through later. Everyone, we're gonna go through some of the signs to choose not to do this project. But what at this point, Gig, would have alarmed you? Like, okay, this is something I probably shouldn't do.
So knowing what I know now, I would have known that one, this is an absolute derivative of Bored Apes, right? It's basically a clone copy of Bored Apes, but it's Baller Apes.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of not a great sign right off the bat. Number two, I hop in the Discord and everyone's just going bonkers, basically trying to get in this mint. They're not discussing They're not discussing fundamentals.
They're all moon boys.
Yeah, they're not discussing fundamentals, utility, what's going on moving forward, what the next phase of the project is. They're kind of just scrambling around trying to be able to mint because they want the next Bored Ape. They want to be rich. They want to have that project that's going to 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x. They want to have that quick money, that quick get rich, right? That was the vibe I was getting from the Discord for a little bit,
And I guess that alarmed you when you say it like that's why that's the whole reason you're talking about it now is that
yeah,
that was very, I guess, alarm. What other? What attitudes do you expect? More interest in the actual fundamentals of the project.
It didn't alarm me it alarmed me, but it didn't alarm me that much because I was a newbie at the time. But it would alarm me a ton now. And what I'm looking for more now is, okay, fundamentals, right? Is their roadmap feasible, and do they look like they're going to do it?
Okay.
Is the mint more organic? I like more organic mints that take a little bit of time. They don't have bots hitting the mint.
Yeah.
They have good tech behind the mints. I look for those types of things, and then what I also look at is I'm gonna pull up
Let me pull it up.
I'm gonna pull up a random Twitter here. This is Fortune Finance. Now we can see here they joined Twitter in August. So they've been going at it since the summer, and they have 7,000 followers, right? Lots of posts, some activity. They've been posting their NFTs. They've been posting some of their plans. The Baller Apes had only been around for a month or less, and they had 20,000 followers. So there's a chance there that they bought those followers.
That's a big red flag.
Big red flag is that this project's only been, this Twitter's only been around for 2 weeks to a month and they have an insane amount of followers, like you're going to want to look through their Twitter and be like, do these followers look real? Did they organically build these followers or did they just pump it? You know, is this project legitimately building, or is this project, you know, here to just get a quick money grab?
It seems to me like it's a lot about choosing your regular crypto token investments. Like basically you need to have a longer term outlook than just the next like 2 to 3 months. Like basically a lot of these projects that are trying to shill you like, oh, you get rich, you know, in so and so months and this stuff. A lot of that time, it seems to me at least that you want to pick a successful project.
Yeah,
you got to believe in the team, the actual motivation, and all that stuff behind the project. And Baller Ape just only had those Moon Boys in the chat, I guess.
Yeah, and you know, not to say there was legitimate talk in the chat, but the vibe overall was a lot of flippers, get rich quick. You know, I want, because once you get into NFTs, you start to realize that, yeah, you can make a lot of money, but the get rich quick thing, it doesn't really fly for the most part. You need a legitimate project that's building, and it's going to take time and effort and resources to build that project over time and put out a good project. You can get lucky. You can mint something that will 10x, 20x in a day. It's very possible, but if you are a mid to long-term investor, you know, you'll start to realize where you want to be. I think that you want to just be very careful. You want to use your best judgment, and you want to, you know, use that judgment to really dictate where you're going to put your money. So we want to let you guys know that these scams are out there. Be careful with your wallet. Use a burner wallet when minting. Only use a certain amount of Solana or crypto that you plan to use for mint. You know, we're going to revisit this as we learn more and as, you know, more things pop up that I get my eyes on. But this is just a few things we wanted to run over with you guys.
Yeah, I'd like to at least expand on that, Gig, is that a lot of the time, at least in software, the way that they scam people, it's very, you know, obvious in the beginning. Then it becomes very intricate. It becomes very complicated, and it advances every single time. And so we're going to keep up with the latest on how people take advantage of other people and things like that, and especially with the NFT space, just to keep posted.
Can I just show them really quick before we close out the Bored Apes and the Baller Apes?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll load the music.
Here's the Bored Apes from ETH. Legitimate project, utility, yacht parties, outside parties, VIP, the bathroom, like plenty of things they've offered. Here's Baller Apes. Now they are selling on SoulSea because they're just terrible.
They're garbage.
I mean, guys. You know, they're only on SoulSea. They have 3.6 Solana volume of trading.
It's terrible.
This project, it's worth nothing. So literally just be careful. This is how, you know, this is what they will do. They will try to scam you. These guys ran away with, you know, thousands of Solana. So don't be that guy. Take things a little slower and use your best judgment. Guys, this is another episode of the NFT Crypto Crew. We're trying to bring you the best NFT content. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, let us know in the comment section below. Guys, you can find me on Twitter at WithGig. GekWithGig. We may start our own Twitter just to focus on the NFT Crypto Crew analysis, projects, videos, Stay tuned for that.
I don't even know what to say. Bill.
We're bullish.
We're bullish.
Bullish. We're bullish, guys. See you soon.